Welcome everyone to session 11 of the Hall of the Dwarven King campaign. We have Thranin back with us after his absence last session. Where we left off and how we got there. Let's cover what we did last session. So we started out in the Goblin Village, and we had a council with Granny Goblin, and she had some information for us. Information specifically about the axe of Durin and the bell of Azanulbazar. The axe, she felt, was in the 21st hall, is what she said. In fact, let me pull up her speech here. So she said, she said, "Oh, you want the Longbeard blade? Don't pretend you don't. Last I knew, it lay in the 21st hall. The dwarves loved records. Oh yes, neat little rows of truth and lies, all written down, nice and tidy. The Chamber of Mazarbul, that's where it slept. But there's a shrine there now, orc made, bones stacked high, red paint everywhere, to the red-helmed one. Championn, they called him. Oddly, the only orc ever brave or stupid enough to lift that axe. Spirits hissed at him, they threatened him, but he laughed and swung anyway. Oh, for a long time his bones lay there. A long time the axe lay with him. But bones don't guard treasure forever. Some say it's still there. Some say Malik, One Eye, took it. He ain't stupid, but he's brave. He'll break that axe or it will break him. Wait and see. Malik, that man, that dwarven axe back at Smog's Mountain, should have killed him. It didn't, but it did take his eye, and he filled that hole with molten gold. Shiny eye, always watching. The dwarves couldn't kill him. The eagles couldn't kill him. That bear man couldn't either. That's what the orcs say, anyway. But he's afraid, always. He sees knives and shadows, assassins behind pillars. He shouts loud so no one hears him shaking. And then we asked about the bell of Azanulbazar, and she said, "Oh, the bell. The vault of Uruk Tharbun, the vault of the kings. I'm not saying it's there, but that's where I'd look. The dwarves piled all their treasure in one place, and they never looked at it, because they knew so much gold even a dwarf would go mad wanting it. There's madness in that vault. That bell is naught but madness. This mountain is madness." So giving us that information that we might be able to locate the axe in the 21st hall in the Chamber of Mazarbul, and perhaps locate the bell in the vault of Uruk Tharbun, we have some destinations to go to. Now, we still had Snit-Ear, the goblin, with us, and he led us to the King's Hall. We were going to the 21st hall, climbing up this tall, slender chimney built into the mountains, and the going became very, very difficult, and poor Fatimer simply could not go on. So Snit-Ear found a side passage and pulled us in there, and we took a detour to the King's Hall. And let's jump to the King's Hall and take a look here. So here is the King's Hall. And let me get us unpaused. Here in the King's Hall, we came in and we saw three doorways. One to the left, which we have not gone in. One straight ahead, which was broken open, pieces of stone lying on the ground. And one to the right. And we went to the right first. And using the ring of keys, Vidar opened that door, and going inside we saw something of incredible splendor. This was a hallowed place among the dwarves. This hall was the Hall of Seven Thrones. This is where the seven fathers of the dwarven people had seats here, seats for seven lords, and this chamber was built for the gatherings of the dwarf lords. This chamber is sacrosanct, violence forbidden here, and the power of this place is such that even a creature of shadow is bound. And Snit-Ear would not come in here. He was terrified. Well, we heard the approach of troops from the the tunnel that we had gone down, and we locked ourselves into this room. And I believe Snit-ear, he would not go in, but he would climb upon the shoulders of our ranger. And as we were peering through the keyhole, it looked as though these orcs were bringing in goblin slaves, perhaps to go to the fighting pits near here that we'd heard so much about. Well, Snit-ear happened to fall. He was terrified. When he hit the ground of this place, he began to thrash about wildly until smoke began to rise from his body and blisters rose. The very floor in here was like poison to him, and he actually succumbed to those wounds. Well, a battle was fought out here in the main entryway, and we overtook the orcs, including an orc captain. I believe it was Craic had an amazing move where he leapt from a window up here down upon the orcs. Vidar took some wounds. In fact, Vidar was dying at the end of the battle, but using our healing herbs from Thrym Thistlebeard's garden, we managed to bring Vidar back. And then we headed into the room that we are in now, this larger room here. And this room is the King's Hall. And we've seen so many despoiled ruins and looted chambers in Moria, but this hall had not been touched by the orcs. Gold and beautiful things still glitter in the torchlight. And that's not to say that the hall's not undamaged. There are skeletons of dwarves all along the walls, and there's a huge burn mark that has consumed much of the silver floor. The throne of Durin, likewise, is toppled and scorched, as if some gigantic blast of fire struck it and whoever was sitting there. And of King Durin VI, nothing remains but ash. And so that's where we find ourselves. Snit-ear, our guide, is slain. We're in the King's Hall. This is not the 21st Hall, but this was a safe place where we could rest. And when we pick up the action, we have the option of doing a fellowship phase, if we want to. Because we've got Vidar that has some wounds. He will recover endurance more slowly. It'll take about 3 days for you to get up to your maximum hit points. That will also reduce the waiting time on your wound. We could do a fellowship phase wherein we could spend some skill and adventure points. If we do that and stay here too long, we're going to need to go find some food and water. Or we can just continue on looking for the 21st Hall. As we pick up the action, but let me bring, I don't see Thranin on here. Let me bring Thranin in.
Oh yes, I left some marks on the wall so that when Thranin had recovered from his dysentery, he might find us here in this hall.
Yeah, Thranin had some bad stew in the Goblin Village. Never trust the locals. Don't drink the water unless it's filtered or boiled. But Thranin found out the hard way. So,
he feels much better today. He's doing jumping jacks, saying, I feel great. I feel like I've hardly adventured.
A few days ago, he wouldn't dare do a jumping jack, but now he's up to stuff. What do you propose we do? Do we fellowship phase here? Do we press on?
I would say since we're close to a safe room here.
Yeah, we could lock ourselves in this the room of the 7 dwarf lords, and no one will bother us in there. The orcs don't go in there. And we can lock the door. They will not bother us at all in there. In fact, the hall we're in now is relatively unlooted. The orcs don't like this either, but the door is open. They would see us in here if they came trundling down the hallway. Do we want to? Do we want to do a little fellowshipping?
Yeah, let's get Vidar back where he needs to be.
I think it'd be.
If we are staying here, will we have enough rations to last us?
Well, we're going to need
several days. We'll be here
to go get some food. Now, it's not like there's a market or anything we can go purchase food, but there are rats, there are insects, grubs and worms and spiders and things, sources of protein that we could find. It would be some sort of skill endeavor to go looking for enough food that we could eat. We've got some orc bodies here. We could try and eat the orc bodies if we had to, but it might be a little foul. We could also
Rather
go
eat
in
rats.
search. Yeah, I'd rather have a rat. We could also go in search of mushrooms, things like that. But it would be a skill endeavor, and we will need to do that in order to have this fellowship phase. At some point, we're going to have to stock up on food anyway. Might as well be now. So we could start with a little scavenging for food, if we like. Let's.
Yeah, I could do a little hunting.
So this will be we need 3 successes, and we get 5 attempts to do this. And so this is any sort of skill that you want to roll. So, Craic, if you want to do a hunting roll, maybe you're looking for rats and other things that would be edible.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing. I got a check in that, so
Perfect.
hopefully I do well.
Oh,
Yeah.
looks good. So that is 1 success. So we'll add a success on there. Excellent. We've got 4 more attempts. We need 2 more successes.
Could Thranin do scan?
Yes, maybe looking for signs of things on legs that have gone by that might be delectable, or scanning for, if you can find water dripping down the walls, there's probably going to be molds or lichens or things that you could eat. Oh, nice. Not quite nice enough. So that will count as a fail. There's not a lot here to find. It's not going to be easy. We've got 3 more attempts. We need 2 more successes.
Could I use my skills in exploration to find perhaps a spot where there might be some mushrooms to forage or something of the sort?
Yeah, I mean, there was fish back at Thrim's garden. So if you can find, a water source, there may be fish or snails or things like that. I think exploring is probably the way to go. You're going to have to go spread out from the King's Hall, go check some side passages and tunnels. So let's do that.
A lot of dice.
That is a lot of dice. A great success. So that counts as 2 successes. So that's actually going to get us enough there. We do have 2 more attempts if anyone wants to try. If we get additional successes, that may give us some more food than just enough to tide us over for the short term. How about Fatimer and Vidar? Do either of you want to make an attempt here? Again, success is already assured. We're just going for extra successes.
Fire's wounded. I think it makes sense if he lies low for a bit.
Yeah. Maybe rest. You don't want to be caught out unaware. How about Fatimer? Anything that you can think of looking for, or a skill that may come into play here? You could do. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
You could also do something like enhearten to help the others. Reassure Vidar it's going to be okay. We're going to get you some food.
I could try. I'm not very good in hearten, but
Is there something else that you might want to try?
I could do stealth, I guess.
Yeah, if you're going to sneak up on some rats, you got to
Yeah.
be quiet. So yeah, give me a
Okay.
stealth roll.
No.
Ooh. Well, we don't. It's a success. We don't count the Eye of Sauron, thank goodness. So that's an additional success. So we end up with enough successes there. So we managed to scavenge some food, and our first success was the hunting and fishing roll. So Craic, what did you find?
Maybe some mice or something.
Yeah, probably not big rats, like little, bite-sized mice, and maybe you find a nest of, some of the young that'll be really tender. You throw a few into a pocket. Frór, with your explore roll, how does that help us with food?
Well, I think that I perhaps found some spots in the stonework where even they find dwarven stonework. Some mushrooms had managed to burrow into the earth, and perhaps there were some snails there as well that were drawn to the nutrients, and was able to scavenge a small morsel of food.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to have you roll a feat die. So it's /R space 1DF. This is finding water with the explore roll as well. Every time we've done
Sorry,
this,
could you say that one more time, what I roll?
Yeah, /R space 1D and then F as in feet. And it will roll the 12-sided die for us. 10. Icy cold water. So the waters of Moria wash down from the heights of the mountains. They're fed by the snows through, like the Redhorn Pass that we've been through. The water is icy cold but drinkable. The true danger, though, is that this source of water only exists in the late spring and summer. For more than half the year, there's not enough snowmelt to fill the aqueducts. But there is ice-cold water now. Now, all of the other water that we've found has been maligned. It's been bad stuff. So this is actually some of the first clean, fresh water that you found in here. And that alone is enough to boost your spirits. In fact, finding this source of water, if you have any shadow, Frór, you can remove 1 point of shadow. Now, Fatimer, with your stealth roll, how does that help us? What do we find? How does that skill play into our successes?
Well, I guess just like making sure we don't scare away any of our potential food, like mice and things.
And I think there's even another bigger danger as well, that we don't want to be detected.
Right.
Because we are likely being hunted as well. And so I think part of that is helping the others to locate things, but also to make sure that the way is clear for us to go. And working together, we do have that success there. Let's go do a fellowship phase. I'm going to just show this here to everyone. This is kind of the right-hand side covers what we do. We set the duration. We need at least 3 days to get Vidar up to full endurance, but he needs 17 days to recover from his wound. Vidar, how long do you want to rest?
Well, if we've got the time, I mean, the food, I should say. The
Yeah,
3 days.
we've got plenty
ideal.
of food now.
That said, he's still going to be... Maybe 2 would be better.
Because 2, you're going to recover... you'll recover, what, 12 more points. So you'll be at, 19 endurance? And
Yeah.
I'm going to lower your wound by 2 days. And I'll put your endurance back up to 19. There we go. If anyone has fatigue, you'll lose 2 points of fatigue. I think everyone's probably out of fatigue by now. I think it's all been alleviated. The next thing is to perform updates. So you can spend skill points to increase your non-combat skills, and then you can spend adventure points to increase your combat skills or your valor or wisdom. And then your skill and adventure points should be at the bottom of your sheet. So like if I look at Fatimer, you've got 15 skill points and 7 adventure points. And then there's the table that I send everyone for how much it would cost. So Fatimer, you would have enough to raise something that you have nothing in up to level 1, something you have 1 to level 2, something you have 2 to level 3. If you want to. With your 7 adventure points, all you could afford to do is to gain a new weapon proficiency. Like if you want to be proficient in axes or spears.
But I couldn't raise something that I already have.
You don't have enough points.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to take any skills?
I think I will just raise my scan to 3.
So that will cost you 12 points. So let me raise your scan up. And I'm going to deduct 12 from your skill points. Okay. And let's go to Vidar. You've got 7 adventure points and 7 skill points. So you have enough if you wanted to go something that's 0 to level 1 in a skill. You could also take a weapon proficiency you don't have. You could take swords or bows.
That's okay. I'll hold off for now.
Okay. Let's go to Frór. So Frór, you've got 12 skill points and 10 adventure points. So you could go, you could take something from 2 to 3 in a skill. You could also improve a combat one. You could take a new one or go from level 1 to level 2. So like you could move your bows up to level 2, or you could take spears or swords.
Well, I think perhaps I will take my song up to level 3.
Excellent.
And then I think that's all of my points in that particular pool.
Yep, that will drop that to 0. Now, we've not really been using our songs, and I want to remind you how that works. We've got a couple songs in the party. We've got a song for journeying, which if we are weary, it makes us no longer weary. We've got a song for combat. Again, these all have to do with being weary. So we have 2 walking songs, Song of the Hidden Circle, which we now know is about that ring of keys, and the Song of Durin, which emboldens all dwarven folk. Then we also have the Ashen Veil Vengeance, a song of victory. So if this is sung during combat, which it doesn't count as an action, you still have to pass a song roll, then anyone that is weary will act as though they're not weary for the duration of the combat. So definitely encourage you to be mindful of that, to use those as needed.
Yes, Frór will make sure to sing some hearty dwarven songs the next time we're in combat.
Excellent. Now, Craic, our ranger, you've got 8 skill points and 12 adventure points. So you can take a skill, an untrained skill to level 1, or a level 1 skill to level 2. You could also move a combat skill from, you could go 1 to 2, or you could go from 2 to 3, or you could increase your valor or wisdom. You could increase your wisdom to level 2, or you could increase your valor to level 3. And with wisdom, you get a cultural blessing. With valor, you get a reward.
Yeah, I was baiting. What do you think's better, the combat skill to level 3 or the valor to level 3?
So the combat skill is nice, and I mostly say that because we know we're going to have some combat going forward at some point. I mean, we've been tested, but there's going to be a lot more enemies coming up. The valor can get you a reward. You could unlock one of the things on the Talon of Theradilion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the foe slaying. So if you get a piercing roll against a troll or an undead, then the protection roll is ill-favored.
Yeah, I think I like that.
Yeah. Do you want to
I'll go with
do your valor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do the valor.
And that will help you on shadow tests as well. So let's move your valor up. And so now you've unlocked all of the blessings on the Talon of Theradilion. Do you want to spend any skill points? You have 8. You could go from 0 to 1 or from 1 to 2 in something.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to save those to get something to 4 later or bump up like Riddle, because that seems to come up a lot.
So yeah, Riddle would cost you 8 points.
I don't know.
I think, do we have, is it our Hobbit? Don't you have like rank 3, like level 3 in Riddle?
Yes, I do.
So we do have someone that's really good at riddling.
Okay. Maybe I'll save those then to
Okay.
try to get something to 4 the next time.
Perfect. How about Thranin? You've got what do you have? You
12.
got 12 adventure points. So you could go up to rank 3 in a combat skill, which your axes are already 4. Or you could increase your wisdom or valor. You couldn't do both. You could do one of them up to rank 2.
I am going to take myself from 2nd to 3rd in awe
In awe. Nice.
because he can never be awful enough.
Nice. Okay. The last thing we need to do is we can get some. We recover hope equal to our heart score, and so Fatimer, you will recover 6 points of hope. And let's see who else is down. In fact, I think everyone will be up to maximum except for. Yeah, so Craic, you'll be at 10. So, in fact, I'm on your character. I can bump your hope up to 10.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And Fatimer, did you bump yours up
Yeah, I did.
by 6?
Yep.
So your hope is 14 now?
Yes.
Okay. And then if anyone wants to... then we get to remove shadow. Finding a meal, being in this place... I think if anyone has shadow, we could each remove 1 point of the temporary shadow. Now, Fatimer, you just recently took a scar,
Yeah.
so you have 0 shadow right now, but you have 2 points because of your shadow scars. But if anyone else has shadow that needs to be reduced, they can. So, like Vidar, you've got 3 temporary shadow. You could reduce 1 of those. And likewise, Frór, you've got no shadow. Finding that water was very beneficial. And Craic, you've just got the 1 shadow scar.
Yep.
And Thranin, let's see, you've got 2 temporary, so you could reduce 1 of your shadow points, Thranin. And that.
Yeah, I had.
Oh, you had 3.
I had 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Let's see. Vidar is no longer weary. Let me take weary off of there.
Does Vidar need any more healing from me?
Nope. So he only if he takes another wound will he need some more healing. The healing really only helps if someone has a wound or if they're dying, and so you've given him the healing for that. Now it's just a matter of time. But that's the end of the fellowship phase, and we can continue on our way. So we're looking for the 21st Hall, the Chamber of Mazarbul, which we know, at least according to the Granny Goblin at the Goblin Village, is the Chamber of Records. Where that might be, Snit Ear probably knew, but Snit Ear is dead, so he's not going to be much help. Where do we go? We've got, we can continue on the way we were headed and go through that archway there beneath the gold embossed tree, or we can go back the way we came, try and find that chimney and climb up. One interesting thing that we found, I forgot to mention after last session, is we found a box, and this box Fatimer found. There was something interesting about the box. It was small, about the size of maybe a loaf of bread, and the chest was made of gold and mithril. There were elvish runes that said, "The work of the people of the jewelsmiths and the masters of the citadel." And then opening it up, there were 7 slots. 7 slots for 7 rings given to the dwarves. And Fatimer, did you keep that box?
Yeah, I think I did.
What are you going to do with that box?
I think I will just carry it with me for now.
Okay.
Hopefully I will be able to take it out of Moria.
Yeah, this is something you don't want this to fall into orc hands.
Right.
This is a treasure. If you presented this to Balin, he would probably fall to his knees and weep seeing this. This is a symbol of the 7 Dwarven lords and the might of Moria a millennia ago. So we need to continue on our way. Do we want to head through the hall and onwards? Do we want to go back the way we came? There's really no right or wrong answer because we don't know where we're going. It's more just which way does the air smell less foul?
Yes, well, perhaps we might look for a goblin or an orc, which we might capture, similar to Snittier, and we could interrogate them for more information, and that might lead us to this axe, or at least give us some clues as where we might want to look to begin finding its location, I should think.
Well, let's do a journey, and as part of the journey, that'll be one of the objectives. So let me just take us to our journey page. So we need a travel roll. Thranin, I think you are the guide. If you want to give us that travel roll.
Yep.
Nice, a great success. Let's see who the victim is here. The victim will be the lookout, Fatimer, of course. And let's see what the event is. 2. Ill choices. Okay, so Fatimer, if you fail your awareness roll, everyone will gain 1 point of shadow. So let's do your roll, and then we'll kind of describe what happens. Oh, Gandalf
nice.
rune. Thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, because terrible rolls all around except for the Gandalf rune.
Yeah.
Fatimer, as we're walking, and you're looking for a scout, something that can help us, and you hear a noise up ahead. In fact, you can see a faint glimmer of light, like maybe candlelight. It's very faint. It's up around a bend as the group is traveling, and if you get up close, you're going to be able to maybe investigate that. But there's noise. It's almost like shuffling of feet, and if you want to sneak up, you can make a stealth roll. If not, I'll tell you what you might discover from where you're at.
I'll try to get a little bit closer.
Nice. With that 10. Again, everything else was
I know.
low. As you get closer, you can hear 2 voices, and they're kind of sniveling, goblin-y sorts of voices. And one of them says, "Ah, Malak's axe kills any fool who lifts it. You saw Craig's head split in 2." And the other one says, "Bah, it's cursed. Aye, cursed with dwarf hatred. Only a red helm could bear it." And then you hear them kind of chuckling to one another. And then one says, "Ah, but old Malak, he doesn't take it out much. He hoards it. He guards it in his fortress." And the other says, "No, it should be back with the red helm. That's the only one that can wield the axe." What do you do?
Are they just like, can I see if they're like just standing in one place or if they're going somewhere?
So with your success on your stealth roll, they are they're both kind of squatted down on their haunches, and they're around. It looks like the remnants of maybe a little cook fire. It's maybe a small piece of wood now burnt down to coals, and one of them is roasting a rat over it, and it's just stuck on the end of his rusty, kind of crappy sword, but he's slowly turning it, cooking both sides, and every now and then the fur will ignite and sizzle, and you get this terrible stink wafting down the tunnel towards you. They don't seem to have noticed you at all. Now, this is the ill choice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just leave, or do you approach them?
I think I will go back and tell everyone that I found somebody.
Okay. You go back and mention to the others what you had found, and do you try to encourage someone to go with you to go investigate this, or do you just say, hey, there was 2 goblins that looked like they were snacking? I don't know if they were part of a patrol or just out on their own. Do you want to go back to where they were?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Who do you take with you?
Just anyone who wants to go with me.
Who wants to go with Fatimer?
I'll go. Craic.
Anyone else?
Well,
Is stealth needed?
If you want to be sneaky, stealth will be needed.
Nope. I'll stay in the rear with the noisy gear.
You knew that
Yes.
those maracas wouldn't be a wise investment, but damn it, you had to have them.
Yes.
What about Frór?
well, I will go with you, but stay at a distance. I'm sure they would know the smell of dwarves, even despite our armor that we're wearing, that looks similar to that of the orcs and the goblins.
That's right. So another thing that we did is we took the armor from the orcs that we slew, and we have tried our best to disguise ourselves so that maybe we will be favored on any sort of stealth roll. We may be able to pass, shoddy inspection until they ask us something in orc, and we don't know how to speak orc.
Indeed, Fatimer, perhaps you might have luck simply speaking to them. Perhaps they won't think you an orc, or rather not think you a hobbit, but think you are a little goblin or something. They wouldn't recognize your smell. I shouldn't think they've met many hobbits in their time.
Well, yes, that is a possibility.
So the plan's to approach them and talk to them.
What about Vidar? Are you going to go with the group, or stay back with Thranin?
Yeah, he'll hang back.
Okay. So Frór, Fatimer, and Craic. As you approach, what is the plan? Is it to rush them, to sneak up?
I think, hopefully with our armor disguising us, I could approach them and ask them some questions, and maybe I'll have the dwarf and the ranger nearby somewhere to back me up.
But are they going to be hidden?
I think... what does everybody think?
Well, little Fatimer, I could stay nearby, but far away enough that they won't hear me, perhaps. And if you get into any trouble, just hoot twice like a barn owl, and I'll come and help you.
I can stay hidden. I think if I'm out in the open, they'll know I'm not an orc. So.
Yeah, I think Fatimer is probably the most likely to pull off this ruse.
Right.
Yes, and Fatimer, but more importantly, you'll need to speak like a goblin. How does your goblin voice sound? We wouldn't want them to know the jig is up, so to speak.
I'll tell you what, if you speak to them in a goblin-y sort of voice, I'll give you some bonus die on your rolls here.
No, we'll see when we get there.
So I need a group stealth roll. So one of you can make this roll. It's probably best to be Fatimer. This is to get the others hidden. Yeah. So with a great success, you managed to get Frór and Craic hidden, but where in a point where they can still see you. They've got line of sight to you. And Fatimer, you approach. They're still there. In fact, they're nearly done gnawing on that rat. One of them is sucking on the bones and picking his teeth with a little rat femur. The other one is hastily poking a finger into the cranium of this rat, trying to scoop out the last little bits of brain. When you approach, the smell is foul. What do you say to them?
Hello there, boys. What you doing there?
Ooh, give me a roll. This is going to be I'll give you a choice, persuade or courtesy.
I will do...
So persuade. So you're trained level 2 in both of those?
Yeah.
But your heart target number is 1 lower.
Right,
so
I'll do courtesy.
Courtesy's probably better. Now, are you spending hope or anything?
I guess so. I'll spend a point of hope. Oh.
Ooh, missed it by 1. And they look, hey, what you talking about? What outfit are you with?
Oh, well, I was just out on patrol and I saw your smoke here.
No, it is not smoke, it's dinner, supper. You don't look like you're very hungry. No, you're a great chubby goblin, ain't you?
Well, I can always go for a bite to eat.
You smelled our fire, you smelled our food, and you come running. What have you got to share? There's a bit of skin left you can have.
Oh, well, I suppose I have my, I could provide you with some companionship.
You can't eat companionship.
Well, in these long dark halls, it's nice to have someone to talk to.
Ah, push off. You smell weird. What is that? Have you washed yourself recently?
No.
I don't recognize that scent, and it's the scent of cleanliness that is foreign to them. Hey, come closer to this hot coal. I wants to see you. Something ain't right. Now, if you step up, you are wearing a disguise. I will give you a riddle roll to try to deceive them. Or you can do something else.
I'll try a riddle roll. Okay.
Alright, you walk up and they look. They're kind of looking from head to toe, and they get down to your feet. And you've got these hairy hobbit feet, and they look, that ain't right. And they both pull knives. And we're gonna jump to a combat here. So let me drag. Well, let's go to the combat screen. Alright, let me grab a couple of goblins. Up there. Alright, and I'm going to put Craic and Frór into rearward, and then there's no volley here. Although I will let Craic and Frór give me a scan roll to see if you see that things have turned south here. So there will be a chance for a volley if you pass your scan roll. Oh, nice. Oh, and a Gandalf rune. So yeah, both of you see the knives be drawn by these fellows. Let's go in and Frór and Craic, if you want to do an opening volley, you can.
Oh yeah.
I didn't hear the barn owl hoots, but I'll assume that Fatimer's in danger.
I think I saw them pull knives. I'm taking a shot.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Pull.
Nice. Let's. Let me give him a protection roll. I think you took him out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Craic, how do you take out your goblin with a single shot?
Right through the eye, through the back of the skull.
Nice. And Frór, you fire, but your shot goes wild. We're going to go to close combat. Now, I need Fatimer to choose a stance. Forward, open, or defensive.
I'll do forward.
Forward stance. Okay, Fatimer, you will go first. So I need you to target the goblin that remains. And give me a combat roll. This is with Arachnol, your magical sword.
Yes.
Oh, Gandalf rune. Holy
Nice.
cow. Okay, so it will be a piercing blow, so you could do a heavy blow, because the
Okay.
Gandalf rune is going to automatically be a piercing blow.
I rolled on the skill instead of the.
Okay, well, let me give the goblin a protection roll, and then we'll figure out the damage. If you wound him, then it's all okay. Yeah, so you wound him. So how do you take him out?
Oh.
Wow, I'm impressed. And do you take him out, or do you knock him out?
I mean, wasn't the point of this to like take a hostage or something?
Yeah, we didn't need two goblins.
Yeah. So I'll just knock him out, I guess.
Okay, describe for me how you, drawing your sword, knock him out.
So I'll draw my sword, and I will hit him, on the side of the head with like the hilt of it.
Nice. There's a bright flash as your sword catches the light coming off that hot coal, and a loud thump as you strike him. Think of the difference that a few days or weeks in the mines have been to you. Your first hand-to-hand combat just recently, probably up at the top of Redhorn Pass, when you went in to go and knife that goblin that was by himself, and he stabbed you in the gut and you nearly died.
Yeah.
Contrast that with today and how hardened Fatimer has become, and what a great swordsman. Much like Merry and Pippin, they return to the Shire. They're not soft, easy hobbits anymore. They have, they're leaders of men, and the same is happening with Fatimer. The goblin is unconscious. Frór and Craic, you run up there, and you see Fatimer standing over the goblin. What do you do immediately before they get there, Fatimer?
I will. I guess I'll make sure he's knocked out. Like he's not gonna.
Like he's not bleeding to death or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a healing roll. There's a pretty nasty bang on the head, and you know that there could be internal bleeding. You're not sure, but you think maybe you hit him a little too hard. Next time you'll go a little softer. As Craic and Frór get up there, what do the two of you do? You see Fatimer kneeling down over the body of this goblin.
Maybe I'd start to tie him up, or at least his hands or something.
Yeah. What about Frór?
Neither.
Yes, well, very well done, little hobbit. I'm impressed that you managed that goblin alone. Well done, and then I will also help get this goblin ready to go back to the rest of the group.
Maybe you sling the goblin over your shoulder, and we head back. Let's go back to the journey page. You drag this guy back, and he regains consciousness about halfway there, and he just whimpers on your shoulder. And he keeps muttering, "Please don't eat me! Please don't eat me! Don't let the fat one with the sword eat me!"
Think about it.
And you plop this goblin down hard on the ground near where Thranin and Vidar are waiting. And the goblin looks around. "Dwarves! Dwarves! Oh, 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 this is not good. This is not good at all. We were warned that there may be dwarves milling about the place." Old Hagrot, he says, "Be on the lookout for dwarves." Oh, and I found them. Oh, what a pickle I'm in. Look, let me go, and I won't tell anyone I bumped into you. What do you say? And he does not make eye contact with Fatimer. He's looking at Thranin and Vidar and Frór.
I don't think you're going to be bumping into anything soon.
No, oh, I'm just a wee harmless maggot. That's all I am. Not worth your trouble, sir.
We need your help to finding something, little goblin.
Oh, what do you need to find? I'll help you find anything but the sun. I don't know the way out of here, if I'm being honest, but I can take you anywheres you wants to go. As long as it keeps me alive, I'll take you there. What are you after?
Well, I heard you talking about an axe earlier with your friend. We want to know where it is.
And the goblin says, "Oh, it speaks. Put away that sword. The axe, yes. Well, I know where it was. I know. I don't know where it is now. I know who it's with, but Hagrot would know. We can go and ask Hagrot. He'll know. Hagrot does not have the axe. I can tell you that much, but he'll know where it is." Poor, miserable little me, little maggot, I'm not allowed to go to the fortress where the axe is. But Hagrot, he'll know. It's not far. I can take you there. There's a stair.
Who's Hagrid? Is that a goblin or an orc?
Oh, he's no little goblin. He is an orc chieftain. He is one of Malak's lieutenants. Very brave, very fierce, very clever.
And this fortress, how many other goblins and orcs are there?
Well, I've never been to the fortress. I don't rightfully know, but where Hagrot is, there's, 3 or 4, maybe. And he holds up about 6 fingers. Look, I'll tell him that you spared me life, and they'll listen. I'm one of the favorites there. I'm kind of a big deal with Hagrot and his band.
Well, why don't you just ask him where the axe is, and then you can come tell us where it is.
So you're gonna let me go?
Well, we're gonna go with you, but we don't want him knowing that we're here.
Oh. Sure. Yeah, I can do that. There's a long flight of stairs. We'll climb the stairs, and then up at the top there's a door. And just past the door there's this room where dwarves kept books and scrolls and paper. Old Hagrid, he uses it to wipe his bum when he's... Well, you know where I'm going with this. But that's where we'll find Hagrid. And we'll go up the stairs. You lot stay on the stairs, and I'll speak with Hagrid. I won't let him know what you're about. Just that I need to get a message to the fortress. He'll give me instructions. I don't know the number of the tunnel that the fortress is in, but Hagrid, he'll know. He'll tell me.
I'll take out my sword.
And his eyes go large when he sees that.
And I'll say, if you go back on your word and you betray us, I won't be so merciful to you next time.
Go back on my word? Who do you take me for? I'm no sniveling fool. I'm one of the best in Hagrid's little army. Yes, one of the best. You can trust me.
Say.
What is your name?
Just call me Little Maggot. That's all I am to you, Little Maggot.
Fair enough.
But if you must know, my mother, she loved me quite a bit, and she named me Bile. It's quite a lovely name. But
that's very sweet.
Yes, but it's too good of a name for me. Now that I'm your prisoner, Little Maggot will do just fine.
Well, you don't have to be our prisoner. You can be our guide.
Ooh.
If you behave yourself.
Behave myself? Untie my hands and I'll show you how well behaved I am.
No dice.
You'll have to prove yourself first.
Oh. All right, fine. If you're ready to move, we can go now. It'll take us... maybe a day to get there. Maybe less.
Okay.
Let me have Thranin give me a travel roll. You can add a bonus die to this, because we do have a guide with us.
Okay.
Oh wow, double Gandalf rune.
I know right where we're at.
You guys are wasting all the good rolls. Let's just do a quick little what do we find here? And it's gonna be Fatimer again. Fatimer, give me an aware. Well, actually, let me roll to see what the deal is here, and then I'm gonna have you give me an awareness roll. It's going to be an 8, a shortcut. So this would be good. This would be with Little Maggot helping us out. So an awareness roll. And this is to determine, is he leading us into a trap, or does he really know where he's going? Yeah, you feel pretty good about this. He seems eager to help, and I'm sure it's just self-preservation. But as you're coming by, you come across an archway, and Little Maggot looks up at it, and he sees something, and you see him spit on the ground, and then he turns and continues on the way, and he waves you all forward. Come on, come on. And as you get up there, Fatimer, you see that there is a body hanging from a carved dwarven arch. This arch has large Khuzdul runes carved into it. This body is an orc. This looks like one of the Black Uruks, the Mordor orcs. He's got the red eye emblazoned on his breastplate, and nailed to his breastplate and his chest is a crude sign that says, "This is Moria." What do you make of that?
Well, it seems like the orcs, there's maybe some like tensions between the two parties.
Yeah.
Maybe this was done by Moria.
Probably done by Moria orcs, showing the Mordor orcs that this is not their home.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly, Little Maggot has no love for the Mordor orcs. As you continue on your way, he comes into a it's a bit of a cliff. So the path, it's not the stairs yet, but it comes out into this open area, and you can look up and down. As far as you can see is just blackness. But it feels like you're on the edge of a cliff, and you can see great rusted chains running up and down through here, as though this is where they would raise and lower buckets of ore or bringing water or who knows what. But clearly this, at one point, hundreds or thousands of years ago, this would have been a bustling city, but now it just lies dormant and rusting. And you come to the stair. And the stair, let me take us to a map. The stair leads up to a door, and the door is right at the top of the stair. It's right up here is the door. And Little Maggot kind of looks at you and says, wait here. Now this stair, it was a long climb. You're all panting and sweating. It's probably 300 or 400 steps that you went up this stair. But you get up to this door, and Little Maggot says, wait here. And you hear him give a kind of a codified knock at the door. And he's looking around. Do you do anything before the door opens? Do you try and hide? Do you go down a few steps? What does everyone do?
Kind of back away.
Yeah, maybe we should hide.
It will be relatively easy to hide because of the elevation change. Anyone up there is going to have to really look down the stairs to see what's going on. If they just open that door, they're looking out into Little Maggot's face and then the darkness beyond. You would probably need to extinguish any lights that you might have, and so you would be in the darkness. Let's do stealth rolls, and passing and failing is less important. If anyone rolls an Eye of Sauron, that's a little more important.
You're joking.
But the 7 counts, not the Eye of Sauron. Oh, Thranin with the extraordinary success.
Very sneaky.
Very, very sneaky. Frór and Vidar a little less so, and likewise with Fatimer. No one got an Eye of Sauron. That counted, so that's good. The door opens, and there's a little bit of light that comes out the door, and you see an orc's face at the door. And there's a whispered conversation. And Little Maggot takes a step up towards the door, and then he turns and looks down the stairs, and he flashes you a little smile. And it looks like the door, there's a big iron ring in the center of it, and he's still got his hand on the ring of that door, and you can see him whispering to this fellow, and he takes a couple of steps in, and you realize he's just gone in there. We're trusting that he's going to come back. And time begins to pass. Seconds stretch into minutes. Minutes stretch into tens of minutes. And about 20 minutes goes by, and he has not returned. What do you do?
Little bastard. That's what we get for trusting a goblin.
Yeah.
There's at least one orc on the other side of that, if not more. Let me have Vidar give me a scan roll. You just barely increased your training in this, so let's put that new training to good use. Oh, look at that. Extraordinary success. Okay, with an extraordinary success, you hear sounds coming from up there. They're faint. At first, you're not sure if you're hearing it, but you listen. No, it's definitely sounds. It sounds like something being rolled, like a barrel or several barrels being rolled around on the floor up above. And then you hear the little squeak of that iron ring being grasped and pulled. And that door opens in front of you, and you can see light from back there. Now, Vidar, you kind of got the jump because you were sort of prepared for this. You see a couple of orcs peering out, and they're rolling barrels, and you hear a striking of flint on steel, and then a huge blast of light as fire is lit on these barrels, which are then rolled down the stairs. This is going to be a skill endeavor. This is short time. Okay, we need 6 successes and we get 4 attempts. This is just to avoid being smashed by these burning barrels that have just been rolled down the stairs towards us. There is really nowhere to go. You could Donkey Kong these and try and jump over them. You could try and draw yourself into the side and hope they don't hit you. You can crouch down, let them try and roll over you, but you don't know what's in there. You just know they are on fire, probably soaked in oil. Who knows what they contain, and they're coming down quickly. Who wants to do a first skill roll?
Can I try to travel past them?
I would say not travel. Some
Maybe
skills. So I think athletics would be a really good one. I think awareness would probably help. I think battle would be a good one. Maybe
Would hunting work?
Yes, I can think of a way where hunting would work. Oh, excellent. So athletics. So Thranin, do you Donkey Kong this barrel that's rolling towards you?
Yes, I'm just leaping over it and trying to push it in a direction where it won't hit the person right behind me.
Nice, and you manage to do that. So you leap over it. You give it a little kick, and it veers kind of towards. Who is your fellowship focus? It is Fatimer. Veering towards Fatimer. You kick it, and it careens off in the other direction. We need 3 more attempts. We need 5 more successes.
Yeah, with hunting, I can get a magical success too.
Perfect. So, how would you justify using a hunting roll? That's the only hard part. And if you can come up with a really good idea, I will for sure let you do it. You could.
I don't know.
So one thing with hunting is you've probably taken down, deer on the run, things that are moving and moving quickly. Maybe a boar that is charging you. You've had to react quickly. I think that's where this will come into play, using those quick reactions from hunting, and you can use your weapon. Maybe you even use your bow to drive an arrow into this barrel, and as the arrow comes down, it kind of levers the barrel up and maybe over you. If you want to make that roll, you can. Okay. And anyone is also welcome to spend hope if they want to.
Thank you.
Nice. So that's
Extraordinary.
3 successes. That is awesome. So describe for me how you do that. You guys might actually pull this off.
I don't even know. I'm sorry.
In fact, you get done, and you're like, how in the hell did that work?
Yeah, I'm like, I can't believe I wasn't just killed.
That's awesome.
I just see myself like you said, like with a charging board, just sort of like bobbing and weaving and jumping around it, and
Nice.
like that kind of thing.
In fact, and as you do, you manage to ascend up a couple of stairs, and you're relatively close. In fact, if we pass this, you're going to have a shot with your bow at one of those orcs that's up at the top of the stairs. We have 2 more attempts. We need 2 more successes.
Could I do an awareness roll?
Yes. It's another magical success. And I need to increase our eye awareness for those magical successes as well. But you get 1 success there. Excellent. How does your awareness come into play?
Well, as these barrels are rolled down, my ring begins to... The runes on it glow blue, warning me to the incoming danger, and I'm able to maybe find a little cubby, a cutout in the wall that would used to hold a brazier or something, and I'm able to tuck into that and avoid the incoming barrels.
Excellent. I love it.
And I don't think I got any other 6s there.
No, just a single success. So we have 1 more attempt. We need at least 1 more success. Vidar or Fatimer, do one of you want to make this roll, and can you decide what you might do? Some examples: you could do a riddle roll to try and judge the bouncing and the rolling and the speed, and to dodge them at just the correct time. You could do a battle roll to use your shield to if you have one, to bounce a barrel over your head, or we've got the athletics, awareness, anything like that. Do one of you, are you feeling lucky?
Could I do like a scan roll to like look for a place to
A place to
dodge?
like another cubby or something you
Yeah.
could get into? Yes.
Oh.
We'll take the 10. So that is 6 successes in 4 tries. That is impressive. So you let me move this orc down here. As you're looking, one of the barrels breaks as it's bouncing down the stairs, and when it breaks open, bits of rusted nail, broken helm, shards of wood, broken glass just spray out of this thing. And you're looking frantically for a place to hide. The dwarves behind you raise their shields to protect themselves from this blast, but you have no such protection. But you do see there is a small crevice in the side of the stairs, and you wedge yourself in there. In fact, you feel a button pop off your vest as you wedge yourself in there. And you don't know what you're more angry about, that you lost your button, or that you have been lied to by that little maggot, and he has drawn you into a trap. But now that we have overcome these, this would have been a pretty nasty endurance loss had we not passed this, as we get hit with flames and bits of metal. But we managed to overcome it. Let's go into a battle. Let me pull us in here. So there is a chance for an opening volley. And that is kind of where we will start, is with the volley. Anyone that wants to and that has a ranged weapon, you can take that volley. We can start with Craic if you are ready, because
Yep,
you
already.
did. We kind of specified with your hunting roll. You knew what you were after.
Yep, I already got my bow out, got him
Sweet.
targeted, and here we go. Fingers crossed.
Oh
No.
man, that
Missed
would have been huge had that
Yeah.
feat die worked. Vidar, do you have a ranged attack?
Yeah, he could throw his spear.
Do it. Launch that spear. Oh man, missed by 1. Thranin.
Thranin is going to use his awe to intimidate,
Oh, nice.
and he will say, "Try to kill us on the stair, thinking we would die, but I'm as tough as a bear. Now an axe in the eye."
Nice. Go ahead and give me that awe roll. And add a bonus die for coming up with a clever rhyme.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Oh, nice! Extraordinary success. Okay, so with the intimidate foe, you render all might 1 foes weary on all combat rolls for the length of the round. If you get a 6, it does might 2 foes, and 2 6s makes all foes weary. So these guys will all be weary on their attack rolls against you. So 1s, 2s, and 3s will count as 0 for them. Frór, you're up next, and then Fatimer. Not quite. Fatimer, with your bow. For the Shire.
No.
I think losing your button had
Yeah.
more of an effect on you than you thought. These orcs are going to fire down with their weapons. I'm going to randomly choose a character. Goes after Frór for the first one, and this orc will he hurls down a spear at Frór, and he will be weary. And that's a miss. And then the second one will go after Frór again. Wow. But if there's anyone they can attack, that's who we want them to attack. I think you've got the highest parry score. Oh! Lands a blow. Okay. This will be a... Okay, it's a heavy blow, and you need to make a protection roll. You are protected. But now you will take 7 damage, or you can take a knockback.
I'll take the knockback.
Okay, so you will take 4 damage, and you'll be knocked back. So on the next round, you'll be in rearward. It will take you a full round to get back up. So we go to the close combat round. So anyone, we could go 2 abreast up these stairs. So if 2 of you want to be up in the front line, the rest of you could stay back. Right now, Frór has to stay back. Fatimer probably wants to stay back. Thranin or Vidar could go up in the front, or both, and Craic if you want to get up in the front. I'll let you guys choose your stances.
Thranin is getting in it.
Perfect. So we will start with Vidar. You are up first.
Yeah, then he would just step aside Thranin.
Let's get some combat. Oh, an Eye of Sauron, but it still hits, dealing 8 damage. Now, you've got something with your weapon. I think people recover endurance, which I think is only you, but that's good for you.
No, I think you have to roll a 6, right? On 6s, I think it does give everybody something, though.
Oh yeah,
Hold on,
so when you hit your target with a weapon, all members of the company, you included, recover 1 point of endurance plus 1 for each 6 rolled. So you will recover 1 point of endurance. I think you're the only one that is. Oh, actually, no. Frór will also recover 1 as well. So Frór, let me get yours. Frór, how come you have more endurance than your maximum? That is.
No, I think I put it in the wrong box. I should have max 29, and I'm
Yeah.
at 26 now.
Okay. And then that's with your recovering 1 as well? Because you took 4 and then recovered 1, so it would be 26. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's go to Thranin. You're up next.
And I'm just overhead chop before I even get up there. I'm just going right for his groin.
Nice. Oof. I think you rolled your skill, not your weapon. Let's see. That won't be a piercing blow. We'll figure it out. We'll do the math. So that's going to be, with your axe, will be 6 points of damage. Plus you got a heavy blow, which will be plus 7, so 13 damage to that guy. And you were attacking this one in front of you.
Yes.
How do you take him out?
Nice.
I just split him right in the groin.
Nice.
At the femoral artery, probably.
Yeah, he squirts a gout of blood up into your beard and up into your face. If you want to advance into that room, you can. Otherwise, you can stay on the stairs. I'll give you, with that fantastic roll, a chance to advance. Craic, your turn.
Hey, can I see the other one where I am?
Yes. You'll take a penalty die because you got a lot of people in front of you.
Okay. So I'll take a shot. So penalty die. Oh, there it is. And okay, now I'm gonna put in a hope. And I'm taking the shots. Oh, almost a Gandalf. Yep.
Shoot. And Frór, you're going to probably charge back up. That'll take your turn. So Fatimer, you'll have a penalty die as well.
Oh.
No, not quite. The orc soldier will draw out a scimitar and will try to carve Thranin from chin to crotch. But he is weary this round. It matters not. A great success. Can he make that a piercing blow? Yes, he can. Alright, so Thranin, you need to make a protection roll. It's in the chat bar. Or you'll take a wound. Click on where it says.
I don't.
It should say Thranin needs to make a protection roll test. And click on protection roll
Got
test.
it.
Oh, you take a wound. Oof. Okay. Let me mark all this on you. Now we need to do an injury roll. So in the chat bar it says Thranin Bouldershoulder is wounded. Needs to make an injury roll. Click on that button.
Not in the beard. Not in the beard.
10 days for healing.
Ooh.
Let me put that on there. 10 days. You and Vidar will be licking each other's wounds before too long.
I've heard it's cleaner than a dog.
It is, apparently. Do dwarves use their tongues as toilet paper like dogs do? I don't know.
Oh, you just went on Dragonbane on us.
Now, Thranin, up where you are, as you reach the top of the stairs, you get a little better look of what's going on in that room. And I'm just going to uncover some of this for you, kind of what you can see.
Oh,
And let me get a little bit more of it here. Right there. Let me add these guys to the mix here. And we'll go to round 2. Now, before we start round 2, this is normally the time where we take our break. Do we want to take a break now before we get into round 2, or do we want to push on? Anyone need that break?
We can push on.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
Let's push on. Pee yourself in place if you must. We can change combat stances if we want. Looks like Frór already did.
I'm going forward.
Perfect. So now that we have a gap in the stairs, Craic, you would be able to get up kind of behind Thranin on your turn. So in fact, you will go first, Craic, in forward position. So if you want to move up, and you'd be able to target the orc at the top of the stairs, or you could even push past if you want to charge the others.
I want to attack this guy.
Okay.
Oh, terrible roll.
Terrible roll. Vidar, you're up. Great success. So, everyone can heal 2 endurance points. I think that's mostly just for Frór and Vidar. And again, I think you rolled, there we go, 15 damage. Ooh, I think that's going to do it. Yeah, you can also advance into the room if you like as you chop this orc down. And tell me how you end this orc's existence.
Yeah, maybe he's even just marching into the room and kind of just cleaves him in the head as he moves past him.
Nice. Dror's judgment seems to really take hold in this room. It's almost like this is a place, if a dwarven lord had not fallen here in the past, perhaps one will in the future. We'll get back to that once we've cleared out the room and discover what this particular room is. Thranin, you are up.
Can I make it up to this guy here and
Yes.
crack him?
Give me a roll to do that. That's going to be either an athletics or a battle roll to get up there.
I'm not seeing battle.
It should be.
I'll do
battle is under
athletic.
your heart. Athletics would be way better for you.
Yeah, I'm favored, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a hope dice.
Nice. Now we could check your distinctive features. You do have fierce, so we could make that inspired. Roll a 6-sided die, because you would be inspired with your fierce on that. And if you get a 2 or higher, that'll be a success. Oh, close. /R space 1d6. Or /roll space 1d6. Yes, okay. So you succeed, so you can make your attack.
Aha!
And this is Little Maggot that you're attacking.
Die, maggot!
Yeah, how do you kill Little Maggot?
Just straight down the middle.
Nice. You are
Top to
mowing
crouch.
through foes. Frór, you are up. Shield raised high. There are no foes in front of you. If you want to charge up to stand next to Thranin, that would be either an athletics or a battle roll to make it that distance, but you would have no foes within reach.
No, I think it's a nice spot here.
Okay. Fatimer, you are up.
I want to move up to the top of the stairs.
Okay. And then you can take a shot with your bow. It's kind of cleared out now. I'd say you would not have a penalty.
Okay.
Now, this fellow here, this is a very foul-looking orc. That's actually Hagrid, the sneak. There's a goblin back here and an orc soldier back here as well. And then you can see, it's not visible, but there's a door kind of just off to the side here.
Yeah, that's the archer.
There we go. Take out the archer.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, so let me give the archer a protection roll. He is protected, but he does take damage. It's not a lot of damage, but it's definitely in there. 3 damage. We go to that goblin archer's turn. I'm going to roll randomly to see who he chooses to attack. Goes after the ranger.
Oh.
With a bow of horn. Alright, let me see this. Okay. He will make this a heavy blow. So that's going to be 6 damage. You can take that full hit or you can be knocked back. It'll take you a round to recover and you'll take 3 damage.
I'll pick the full hit.
Okay. Hagrid the Sneak. He has a bow as well. He will draw out his bow.
Oh.
Oh, he goes after Craic as well. They are targeting you.
It's your last mistake, Hagrid.
Ooh. You need to make a protection roll. And hang on, he is going to do... Oh, no, never mind. So if this results in a wound, you will find that his arrow is poison-tipped.
So I click on...
Click on the protection roll test on the chat.
And
Oh, you do take a wound.
yeah.
Okay, click on the injury roll that is now in the chat bar. 3 days, not bad. So let me apply all this stuff. But now let's talk about poison. So poison works a little differently. It's page like 130, 34, I think. Yes. So when you take poison, you cannot rest, and you have to roll for endurance loss at the end of each day. If you get a Gandalf rune, you take no damage and you're not poisoned anymore. A successful healing roll can also remove the effects of poison. So this is going to be a roll a feat die for me. So it's /R space 1DF as in feet. Oh. So you lose an amount of endurance equal to the numerical result. So you're going to lose 9 points of endurance from the poison. So let me knock that down. That will make you weary.
Wow. Oh, I just got messed up.
You just got messed up. Alright, you are weary and wounded. This orc soldier will charge in with his scimitar and go after Thranin. Oh no. Six damage. You want to take the full 6 or be knocked back and take half?
Yeah, I'll take the 6.
Okay.
In my bad shoulder, even.
Alright, we go to round 3. If anyone wants to change stances, this would be the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a rearward stance.
Okay.
Am I gonna have to do that roll every round?
No,
The
so
1DF
it's
round?
every day. You'll do
Every
that.
day,
Yep,
okay.
every day. And once you get a successful healing roll from someone else, I think you could do it on yourself as well. You could administer it to yourself. Then you'll no longer be poisoned. In fact, I need to mark that you are poisoned. There's a spot on your sheet for that, so we can track it. There we go. All right. Anyone else want to change stances? Vidar, you're up first.
All right. Could Vidar reach this Hagrot character?
Yes, you could.
Perfect.
Lovely. So everyone can recover 1 point of endurance. And he takes 8 points of damage. Nice. And Thranin, you are up next.
I will whack this closest one severely.
And you do. 6 damage to that fellow. Frór, you are up next.
Can I reach this orc soldier near Thranin?
You sure can.
And while I'm doing that, you said it's a free action. I'm gonna start singing a battle chant to
Yeah.
hopefully lift the
Because we do
weariness.
have some people that are weary. So let me see. I think I can do that on the thing here. So we have the Ashen Veil Vengeance, the Song of Victory.
Yes, I will begin to chant that in a low dwarven voice as I seek to raise the spirits of my comrades.
Do you spend hope on this roll?
Sure, I will spend a point of hope.
What are your distinctive features? Is this inspired?
I have stern, wary, or fierce.
I think fierce would count. So let's make it inspired. I'm going to go ahead and click roll. Yes, the song has been played successfully. It says Frór ignores the effects of being weary. Everyone ignores the effects of being weary as they hear your song. So right now that's going to be Craic. When you roll, when it pulls up the second screen, up near the top right, it'll have weary, not weary. You can slide that over to not weary for the purpose of the encounter. And then you can make your attack, Frór, as well. That is a fail.
All right, I will not hit him, but I will sing a dwarven song that hopefully is quite frightening.
Yeah, then it rallies Craic from his weary state. And Craic, you can take a shot.
Yeah, now that I'm inspired by Frór's song, I'm able to pick myself up and pull my arrow out and take aim at Hagrot here. And fire away. No!
Oh, dang it. That was on a Gandalf rune and rolled off. Fatimer. Missed by 1. The Goblin Archer. Who does he attack? He attacks Fatimer. He cannot make that a piercing blow, but he can make it a heavy blow. Fatimer, that's going to be 6 damage. You can take a knockback for 3, or you can take the full 6. Knockback means next turn you do not attack.
I'll take the 6.
Okay. Let me apply that. Hagrid the Sneak. He will put away his bow and draw out his scimitar. Oh, that's a piercing blow. He will... Okay. I need Vidar to make a protection roll. If you fail this, you are dying. You are protected. But you will also take 9 damage. You can be knocked back and take half of that. You would take 5. But then you would lose your next turn, or do you want to take the 9?
Well, I'll take the 9.
Okay. So again, you will not be weary because of the song. So
His axe also helps with weary, I think.
I think it does. Yeah, let's see what that is.
There's something involved.
What is that?
Yeah, rune scored weapon.
Oh, perfect. Yep. So then you will ignore miserable or weary. So yeah, excellent. We go to the Moria Orc soldier. The soldier will pull out a horn. He will forego an attack and blow his horn. And that is his move. Now, the results of the horn is the door that's over here opens. And let me grab these guys. Reinforcements show up. And
Oh, no.
let's go to the next round. If anyone wants to change stances, this would be the time.
Does anybody have a grenade?
Now, one of these guys, these are mostly, let's see, this one in the back is an archer. This one here, I'll move him up by Hagrid. He's a soldier. He's fierce. The rest of these are guards. They're weaker than the soldiers, but they're still pretty formidable as they charge in. So, if anyone wants to change their stance, this would be the time. Vidar, you're up first. Actually, Craic,
guess
you're going forward stance.
Yeah, if Vidar's staying up there, I can't leave him up there by himself.
Yeah, he's about to be in a world of hurt.
I was gonna move up there. Am I able to get up there in one turn?
Give me either an athletics or a battle roll.
Do athletics. No.
No. So you could move about to there, and then you could. That's as much as you could do. You could do intimidate foe, which is.
Would I be able to attack this guy?
Yes, or you could attack that guy.
Okay. I'll do that then for this round. Okay. Oh my god. Terrible.
11. Vidar, you're up. And then, Ubik, remember to make it so that you are not weary when you do those attacks.
Right.
Because that one,
Forgot.
I think that one took it. You still would have failed it, but that one came up
Right.
as weary. Could use Vidar scoring a hit here so everyone can get a little endurance back. That would be helpful. And if anyone wants to spend hope, or we do have 6 fellowship points that we can use to make your attack roll favored, or Vidar can just go and crush a dude for 15 points of damage. Let me see what we've got here. huge hit. He does not fall. But everyone can gain 1 point of endurance that has taken an endurance loss, which is everyone but Frór.
How many?
1. Gain 1 point of endurance.
Okay.
Thranin.
It should be 2. Wasn't there an extra 6 in that roll?
Was there? Yes, there was. So 2 points. Yep, thank you. 2 points of endurance. And Thranin, you're up.
I'm going to hit that guy again. I want to end him. I'm going to throw a hope on.
Oh, Eye of Sauron, but still a massive, massive success. You could do a double heavy blow. Yeah, 20 damage. How do you hew this poor fellow in half?
I'm getting tired of going overhand. I'm going to sweeping and chop him in half just like a big old tree.
Nice. With that level of success, you can advance if you want to. I'll let you maneuver as
Oh,
well.
good. I want to get up. I want to get up here to this ugly guy.
Perfect. Frór, your turn. Oh, Eye of Sauron. Fatimer. If you want to shoot at Hagrid, you're going to have... oh, perfect. You're going to have after the Goblin Archer. Excellent. I was going to say you're going to have a penalty, but you're going after the Archer, who is wounded. How do you take out the Archer?
I think after he shot and wounded Fatimer, he got very upset and just put all of his effort into killing that archer.
Nice. Now, do you move at all?
Yeah, I'll get just a little bit closer.
Okay, this soldier, I'm going to see who he attacks. It won't be Fatimer, but one of the others that are up close. He goes after Vidar. All right, so he just moves up towards Vidar. Whoa, not that far. Actually, yeah, he'll move over here. He's trying to flank. Come on, get it in place here. Three damage for Vidar. Not bad at all. A mere flesh wound. And we go to Hagrid the Sneak. And we'll see who Hagrid will attack. Hagrid will attack Thranin. And this is with that scimitar. Ooh. Thranin, you need to make a protection roll.
Kidok.
You are protected. You will take a paltry 3 damage. No big deal. Got that marked. Alright, let's see who this orc guard goes after. I can leave Fatimer up there because he's got a spear. Goes after Vidar. Let's move him up.
Man, he can't catch a break.
Mm-mm. And that is a miss. And let's go for this guy. He will go after Vidar. If there's room, yeah, he'll come around and sneak up into here. So he will engage with Vidar and Craic, but he goes after Vidar, and that is a miss by 1. All right, this fellow goes after Thranin. So he's going to come up. Tell you what, he's going to come back. He's going to throw a spear at Thranin. I think he's got a spear. Or does he have a bow? He has a spear. Oh dear. Alright,
Well.
Thranin, you need to make a protection roll. You are protected. You're going to take 8 damage, or you can take a knockback.
Instead of 8?
Yeah, you take 4, and you would be pushed back into rearward stance. It would take you a turn to regain your position.
I'll take the knockback this time.
Okay. So, let's... And then I'm going to mark you down for endurance. And you are weary. But you will you'll ignore the effects of being weary because of the song. Goblin Archer. Who does Goblin Archer go after?
Oh, I think you had taken points off after I did.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and put 4 more back on there.
Yeah, I had 11.
Goblin Archer goes after Fatimer. Comes in with his bow, draws back, releases an arrow, and just narrowly misses Fatimer. Alright, we go to round 5. Anyone want to change stances? Otherwise, Craic, you are up first.
Okay, am I able to get in at Hagrid there?
Yeah, you could move up into there.
Okay. I'm still salty about him poisoning me.
Now he is going to spend a point of hate to make your roll ill-favored. So when you make this roll on the secondary screen, I think there's a picture of like the feat die. You click on that and make it ill-favored. It's called snake-like speed. Do you see where to do that?
Yeah. Can I spend one of those other
Yes.
points to
Yep,
cancel
make
that
it-
out?
Yep, to make it favored, or just don't click on ill-favored.
Yeah.
Yep, let me mark that down. I was hoping somebody would spend one of these for this.
Yeah.
So, well done. If you hit him, you will take him out. Oh, you miss.
Oh my god.
Dang it. Vidar, if you hit him, you will take him out.
Kill him, Vidar.
Vidar, how do you do it?
I think just axe to the chest, just a powerful hit.
Nice. And he drops to the ground, spraying blood. Thranin, you are up. Actually, you got knocked back, so you will recover your position. Frór, you're up.
Can I
Can I
give,
go ahead and move up?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
can I give Frór a point of hope with my fellowship
Yes.
focus?
Yes, you can. So,
I already rolled and I didn't do so well, so maybe save your hope, Fatimer.
yeah. There is no hope. Flee for your lives. Fatimer, your turn.
Well, I don't say that, but
Oh.
save your hope, Fatimer.
That ain't gonna get it done. Okay, this one is going after Vidar. Slashes in with scimitar. Hits Vidar for 3 damage. You take that, or do you take the knockback? You take 2, so you might as well just take the 3.
Yeah, I take it.
And then the guard. This one is going to go after Craic, so he's going to step up. And that misses. That was close.
Bob and weave. Yeah,
Missed
it
it by
was.
one.
Whew.
This one is going to go after Thranin. This one, rather than a slash, he just drives it straight towards your neck. And hits you for 3 damage. Thankfully, your crusted beard seems to block much of it. And this one will go after Frór. And that is a miss. And the Goblin Archer will go after Fatimer. Oh, Fatimer. Heavy blow. 6 damage to Fatimer. You can be knocked back and take 3. I think you can take it. Want to take the 6?
Yeah.
Alright. We go to the next round. Round 6. Anyone want to change stance? Otherwise, Craic, you're up first.
Backing the guy right to the left of me. And
Nice hit. 5 damage.
finally.
Vidar. Ooh, lovely. Everybody can recover 1 point of endurance as
On that axe.
the runes flare to life on the axe. And Thranin, your turn.
Can go to the one just to the left of me.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, huge hit. Let me give him a protection roll. He is protected, but he takes the 6 damage. Nice. He is badly wounded. Frór, you're up, and then Fatimer. Now, Fatimer, did you want to inspire Frór's attack here?
I think I'll save it.
You'll save it? Okay. He didn't want it the first time, he's not going to get it the second time.
All right, as I move up here, can I, perhaps as I'm swinging my axe at this orc, call out to that goblin archer and tell him if you hit the hobbit again, it'll be your head, and I'll try and look threatening so that hopefully he'll go after me instead of Fatimer.
I like it. But he's not very impressed because you missed your attack. Fatimer, you're up. Oh, Fatimer missed it by 4. Okay. This soldier is going after Vidar. And he stabs his scimitar straight down into your boot, trying to pin your foot to the ground, but you sidestep it, narrowly dodging it. This orc guard is going after Craic. And he tries to cut just beneath your arm, piercing that soft skin.
Oof.
And narrowly misses. This one is going after Thranin. And he is going for... He's going to take off your ear, slice straight down, And, ooh, it does a heavy blow to your ear. 7 damage to Thranin. You have 9 health. Do you want to take the 7 or take 4 and be knocked back?
I'm taking it.
Okay. When you also one other thing when wait, why does that say Thranin is out of? Oh, I think I applied it after you had already deducted it. Sorry, you should be at 2. Let me put that.
Yeah, I did it.
There we go. And let me get the dead thing off of you. When you take wounds, which so far we've got today, we've got Craic and Thranin both took wounds. You'll end up having some sort of scar to show the ladies afterwards. So we can decide after the battle what scar you have. Did Thranin lose an ear or part of it? This Orc Guard will go after Frór. And he is going directly for Frór's kidney as you turn to talk to the goblin. And still misses. The goblin archer, he was not at all intimidated by what Frór did because he missed on his attack. He's going after Fatimer. Oh, Fatimer's hit for 3. And we are doing... I think we're still going to win, but it's getting close. Let me take... You're not dead. Fix that. Do we want to change stances? If not, Craic, you're up first.
Okay. Swing away.
Oh, it's almost on a Gandalf rune.
Oh, one away.
Vidar. Sweet. Everyone recovers 1 endurance point. And how do you take that guy out? You've been chewing on that soldier for a while.
Yeah, he's hit him at least, what? Wait, how many times? At least once. He definitely hit him. So I think he just hits him in the same spot, and it's already weakened, so he just collapses his, I don't know, chest or something.
It's like chopping down a tree. You just keep it up in the same locale. Thranin, you're up. You see the orc soldier next to Vidar fall, and it emboldens you. Can you take out this Moria guard? The dwarves are holding the line. Oh, yes you do. Let me give him a protection roll. How do you kill this guy? What a turn.
I cut his legs out from underneath of him, and when he drops, I just hit him in the head.
Nice.
The rope dope.
Frór, so far, dwarves 2, goblins 0. Five damage. Is that enough? Oh, almost. No, not quite enough to finish him off, but a good hit. Fatimer, you're up.
Yay!
No.
Nice.
Oh, I thought he had.
Not quite. Not quite. Okay, let's see who this one goes after. It's going to be not Fatimer and not Craic. Which of the dwarves does he choose? Vidar. He thrusts up under your chin. And, oh, that's a piercing blow. Oh, boy. Okay, I need a... sorry, that's not a piercing blow. That's on the Eye of Sauron, not on Gandalf rune. You'll take 7 damage. You have 8 hit points. You can take the full 7, or you can take 4 and be knocked back.
I'll just take the 7.
Nice. It's like you're just raging in the heat of battle. You will not back down.
Right.
This guard here. He's going after Frór. is a miss. And the goblin archer is going after Fatimer. Again, Gandalf runes don't count for bad guys like they do for us. Round 8. This should be the last round. Anyone change stances? Craic, you're up first.
Okay. Craic screams, "Why won't you die?"
Just die already. Oh, 12 damage.
Nice.
Well, he did
There
die.
we go.
He listened to you. Vidar, you are up next.
Ow.
Ah, darn it. That one on the feet die. Thranin, you're up.
I will run over this way. I don't think I can attack, but I can at least be up there.
If you give me an athletics roll,
Oh, all right.
I think you're decent at that.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yes, you are. Make your attack.
Boy, that's one long player character sheet.
I know. I wish it was more like the printed one.
Ooka-cha!
Okay. Well, how do you kill that guy?
I actually tripped, and my axe went right over my head and just happened to bury in his chest.
That's like, here, hold this for me. Frór, you're up.
I told you, Goblin, that in the end I would get your head if you kept shooting at that hobbit.
Oh, this will be awesome if you hit. Oh, does that do it? Yes, that does it. Excellent. How do you end the battle, Frór?
One clean sweep takes the goblin's head off, and I will present it to Fatimer as a trophy for
Oh,
his bravery in that battle.
thanks.
All right, we've got some things to attend to. So we've got a couple of players that took new wounds. So Craic and Thranin took wounds. You guys can attempt some healing on that if you want to try to recover some of the time that will be needed to heal.
Yeah, Craic slumps in a corner and starts drinking some water.
Yeah, yours will help you remove the poisoned condition as well.
Did you say I can't do
No,
healing on myself for the poison?
I think you can.
Okay. Okay. And I can use
I think it's just if
this'll
you're
be
dying. I don't think you can do it on yourself. Well, actually, it doesn't say. So I think you could do all of these on yourself. So who is this first roll on? So is this on yourself or on Thranin?
probably be good to heal myself first. So
Yeah.
I mean, would that affect my weariness?
No, but we could take like a short rest here, and you guys could recover
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
some endurance. Well, actually, if you're wounded, you don't. So yeah, you would need to take a full night's rest to recover any endurance.
Oh, okay.
No, surely we can press on after all those hits with Drawer's Judgment. I feel great, ready for more adventure.
Yeah, you're at full health. We've got Vidar at 1 hit point, Thranin at 3, Craic at 12, and Fatimer at 11.
Like you said, mere flesh wounds. We're dwarves. We can carry on. We can push through.
Does
And at that moment, Thranin goes down to one knee, holding his shoulder.
Now you could get a
does
magical success with your dwarven herbs.
that's what I was about to ask. Does Thistlebeard give me?
Yeah, so you can use it to get a magical. It'll cost you a point of hope, but you can use, and you're down to three hope.
Yeah, but I am weary, so
Can we heal ourselves?
Yeah, so you are allowed one healing roll. Let's see. Player heroes may reduce the severity of their injury with a healing roll. Player heroes who are not unconscious may attempt to roll themselves. A successful healing roll reduces the severity of an injury by 1 day, plus 1 day for each 6 that you roll. So Thranin, you managed to reduce your injury by 1 day, which I think yours was only at like 3 days, so that's actually pretty good.
Can you help someone with a healing roll? Could I help Craic so that he could get a bonus die with that?
Yes. Oh no, Thranin, yours was 10 days, so yours goes to 9 days.
Yeah.
And then what is your cool scar that you gain?
It's like a rotator cuff scar on my shoulder.
Nice. I had laparoscopic surgery from a spear.
Yeah.
So then, Craic, if you want to do a healing roll on yourself, you can. And your wound has 3 days in it, so you'll reduce it by 1 day plus 1 for every 6 that you roll. And if you succeed, you'll get rid of the poisoned.
okay. Since I have a check in healing, does that give me an automatic bonus?
So with the check, that'll be favored. So you'll roll 2 of the feat die, and it'll take the.
Oh, right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Oh, I should have done the magical success.
So yeah, so that is a fail. So with a fail, let's see. I don't think there's anything in here that. Yeah, it doesn't say that you can't do it. Or you can't repeat it. Sorry. A failed healing roll cannot be repeated until at least a day has passed.
Okay.
So it will take you a day to determine that your healing was not successful. So as far as you know, you bandaged yourself up and you feel pretty good. But after we rest for a day and you take more wound from poison, that's when you're going to realize things are not as good as you thought.
Right.
If we want to do a short rest in here, we can. Those who are not wounded will recover their strength score in endurance, so that may help Fatimer. And Frór's not wounded at all. But while we are recovering from the battle, catching our breath and whatnot, you begin to look around this chamber. This chamber has there's a shaft on the eastern wall that illuminates the room. A shaft of light comes down, and presumably from this, somewhere up near this anvil, there's a shaft of light that comes down. And there's the door that we came through that has the iron ring. There are many niches in the rock of the walls that has been cut along the sides of the chamber, and large chests of wood bound in iron sit in the niches, and hold many scrolls and books of records. The orcs have smashed a few of these, looking for treasure, but they gave up when they found only paper. From an orc's perspective, there's very little looting to be had in this chamber, other than a few smashed chests. The records are still intact, and that stone door that the other orcs came through, which is just over here, that thing looks incredibly sturdy. So sturdy it could hold back a cave troll, if only for a little while. Now, this room is the Chamber of Mazarbul. This room is noted for a couple of things. One, when you arrive here, you find this is a place with light, which means it's daytime outside, and makes you all feel relief at having not seen the sun for for weeks. Now, finally, you see sunlight coming through this window. But 2, in about 60 years' time, this will be the final resting place of Balin. This is where his tomb will lie. And this is where the Fellowship will find that the orcs have a cave troll with them. Now, in the book, it's not a cave troll that comes to the door. It's actually the Balrog. But that's, for another time and another place. But this is the Chamber of Mazarbul. This is the place where Balin will be entombed. And here we are, having discovered it for him. Now, there is
keep Fatimer away from the well.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So there is a well. It's not in this room, but we will find it shortly. There is a door just kind of over here to the side. If we want to explore into there, we can push through. Or if we want to do that short rest here, I think it's only really going to befit Fatimer. So Fatimer, on your sheet, below your endurance, there's like a short rest and a prolonged rest. You can click on the short one. You'll at least recover a little bit. And it'll also give you a chance if you want to recover any hope from the Fellowship pool. In fact, if anyone wants to pull from that, we have 5 points left. Vidar, you're down to 4. And Craic, you're down to 3. And Thranin, you're down to 6. If you guys want to recover some of that hope now, you can. Anyone want to pull hope out of the Fellowship pool?
I've still got 6 left.
Yeah. Could I take 2?
Yep, you take 2. So we got 3 points left. Anyone want to take any of those 3 points? All right, we will save them for our next rest. Now, the door over here on the side that those orcs came through, it looks different from many of the other dwarven doors. It doesn't have an arch over the top. It has a flat top. It's tall with a flat top with a solid stone over the top, not in an arch. And the dwarves here, you would know, oh, this doesn't bear weight well. But looking at the construction, there are some relieving arches up above it that seem like it would take some of the load out of there. And let me just expose a little bit of the map so you can kind of see what I'm talking about.
I had a question.
Yes.
Can I take some of the poisoned arrows from that orc?
Ooh, good question. Yes, I think that's a great idea. I'm going to say there's enough. Well, roll a 6-sided die. We'll see how many arrows you can recover.
Okay.
4 arrows. And then after you shoot them, they'll no longer be good. So your next 4 shots with your bow will be poison tipped. And what that will do is if you cause if you get a hit, they'll take additional damage from the poison.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah. So you can see in that doorway there are some relieving arches here that would take the weight off to allow this door not to collapse. Do you want to go check out that room over there?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let me get a bigger thing here. Let me get this opened up. This is a great cavernous chamber. This is a strategic location in Khazad-dûm, as it is close to the main road, the stairs to the upper levels, and the old city proper. This is the 21st Hall. A steady draft of chill air blows from the east and disperses through the passages that branch out from it. Sounds echo in the hollow vastness, and darkness reigns supreme at night. But now it is a clear morning, and light shines in a long pale beam through this shaft up here in the roof. Um, the walls of the hall are polished black stone, smooth as glass. 4 black arches lead out of the hall in all directions. You just came from the northern arch, which leads into the Chamber of Mazarbul. Different bands of orcs have struggled for control of the hall over the last few decades, and corridors and passageways all through here are just littered with broken bones. Today, the master of the hall was a Moria orc named Hagrid, but his reign did not last long. This is a place that is much sought after and much desired. But you find off in this corner up here, you see a small, I guess the best way to put it would be a makeshift shrine. You see a grotesque shrine has been erected. There's bones, rusted weapons, and a crimson orc helm, cloven in twain. There are crude runes written out in a smattering of the common tongue as well as orc, and it says, "Here fell the red-helmed lord, and the axe that killed 100. He slew the beard lords. He guards us still." But then over it, in fresher scratches, it says, "The eye sees traitors." This must be the shrine of the red-helmed orc. This is the Granny Goblin in the Goblin Village told you that the red-helmed orc carried the axe, but she thought that Malik, One Eye, had taken it. Now, as you are looking through this room, you see there's another room that kind of leads off from here. There's a road that goes onwards and towards the Dwarven, another one behind. Many places here to explore. Many treasures to be looted through as well.
Ooh. What do we see around? Let's go over and kick that shrine over.
Yeah, do you desecrate that shrine?
Yes.
If you have any shadow, you're going to recover a point of shadow for doing that.
Awesome.
This room here has a well, where in about 60 years' time, Peregrine Took will drop a helmet down the well and alert the orcs that the Fellowship is there. But that is the well. When you scatter those bits of bones and rusted weapons, looking at it, it looks like this has been here for several years at least. Whoever the red-helmed orc was that fell, that wielded the axe of Durin for a time, he was clearly a much revered warrior, but now he's not but a pile of bones. If it is indeed true that Malik has the axe, he would have taken it from here. You can hear the sounds of dead and die. Well, there's really no sounds of dead orcs, but the dying coming from the Chamber of Mazarbul, where you came from. Many of them are unconscious, bleeding out. You might be able to rouse one or two and question them. We are looking for Malik, and it sounds like this Hagrid might be Malik's right-hand man.
Can I bring up some water and replenish our water skins so that when we decide to head out, we'll be fully stocked on water?
Yeah, roll a feat die for me. So it's /R space 1DF. We'll roll on the water table here. Six is... Where did it go? The water that filters down to the city below passes through many layers of stone, and it's almost indescribably bitter. To stomach this water, you'll need to make a valor test. If you fail, you simply cannot push yourself to drink. There's something foul about this water. This well has been poisoned, for lack of a better term. Give me a valor roll, Frór, as you try the water. Yeah, you're able to drink it. But it's very bitter. Whatever this water filtered through is something foul. Whether it's something rotting or dying or just the blight that's on the mines, you don't know. But that water is not good. Do you drop a pebble or something down that well just for fun?
No, I don't think so. There's no reason to.
Of course not. All right, where do we go from here?
But if Fatimer were to drop something down, I wouldn't think anything of it.
I don't think so.
Okay. Just giving you the chance. If you want to, really be a hobbit, that's your moment.
Right.
Would it be possible to take a break now?
Yeah, why don't we take about a 8-minute break, and when we get back, we will go for about another half hour and then wrap it up. So let's take our short
Awesome.
break.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will see you all in 8 minutes.
The deeper I wonder. charged through the open gate. The flame of the dragon tried to seal an awful fate with a handful of dice. 5 times I rolled 20. The dragon goes down. The DM bloody. I leave with the princess. A satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life, my fate isn't spoken. Hero roll of the dice and my fate isn't spoken. By the elves, he said, I thank him and I go. The life of a hero, struggling to stay alive. It's worth all the hardship though, 'cause now I'm a level 5. Level 5.
All right, sound off if you are here.
Here.
Hello.
I'm here.
I think that means we're all here. Let's jump back in.
Yes, I believe we were going to see if we could revive one of the fallen goblins.
Yeah, if someone wants to make a healing roll, they can try and get one coherent enough to maybe ask it some questions. Not Hagrid, he's dead, and some of them are cut in half, but there's a few that took a wound that, while maybe fatal, has not yet run its course. But that's going to take a healing roll.
I can try. I'm still a little weary, though. Oh, maybe. Yep.
Oh, with a great success. Yeah, so one of the orc guards that dropped, he's got a wound across his belly. He will not live long, maybe a day at most, but probably measured in hours. And he's mostly unconscious, but you manage to rouse him. His eyes are unfocused. Ah, let me die, he says.
Oh, I will. I just need to know something first. Where is Malik?
Why should I tell you? You come with the dwarves. They come for the axe. They'll not have it. Malik will not give it up so easily.
Don't you want to give Malik the satisfaction of killing us?
Ooh, give me a roll. Did you just take a point in riddle when we had our fellowship phase?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. Give me a riddle roll. And you can add a bonus die to that.
Oh.
You missed it by one. That's pretty close. He stops and mulls over your words. You wouldn't last long against Malik. You struck a lucky blow here. It's the only reason you're alive. The tide could have turned in our favor, you know. Could have been you down here, not me.
Could have, but it wasn't.
End my suffering. I'll tell you where Malik is, if you give me your word.
I give you my word.
Take the eastern road. It leads into the old city. And he coughs up a big ball of phlegm and blood. Go through the old city. You'll find a passage on the right-hand side. There's an old shrine to some dwarven god there. Go through, between the legs of the great colossus. You'll reach Malik's fortress. I don't know what it was when the dwarves held these halls, but now it is Malik's, his seat of power. I doubt you'll even make it to the top.
How many orcs are there?
Enough. There's enough for the likes of you. Malik's not the only one there, mind you. There's a few others that you may have to contend with. The chiefest among them is the great brute. You'll not last long against the brute Uftak. Uftak himself could crush two of you with one hand.
I see. Are there any other ways to get there?
I do know one, but it will die with me. I'll not tell you. I can't make it too easy on you.
Fair enough.
You know, we could drop him down that well.
Hey, what's this? I was promised mercy.
Well, you said that in exchange that we would end your life and end your suffering. Surely a drop down that well would do the trick.
That's not what we agreed. That's not the spirit of the agreement.
No, I'll give you mercy, and I'll stab him in the neck with one of those poison arrows.
Ooh, nice. He hisses, it burns, it stings. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the way. You've got to go. And then he expires. But you now know the way, according to this fellow, if he's being truthful, the way to the fortress of Malik. And it will involve going through that door. Now, if you want to do a search in the Chamber of Mazarbul, there's a lot of Dwarven records, some lore. There's also, you could search for treasures around here. The orcs may have found a few things. Hagrid may have a few things. A scan roll from our treasure seekers might be appropriate.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Can anybody do a scan?
Sure. I'm counting successes here. We
Man.
got 1 success.
Weary's killing me.
Two successes. Vidar, do you want to make a scan roll? Oh, not Vidar with 2 successes himself. Yes, we find some treasure. This is going to be a lesser hoard. So let me have Vidar roll a 6-sided die. 1. So there is 1 unit of treasure per person. And then let me have Fatimer and Frór. You're going to roll a feat die. So /R space 1DF. And we want Gandalf runes or Eyes of Sauron. So close.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Fatimer. While we are out searching, Fatimer, you find something. And you find... roll a 6-sided die for me, if you would. Two. That is a marvelous artifact. Perfect. I don't think we have found... Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a 7-sided die. So do /R space 1D7. And I'll see which one of these it will be. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we have found... Have we found this one? No. Perfect. Okay. Now, Fatimer, only you see this at first. This is Kelemhar War Priest's Heartstone. This gives you 2 bonus dies when making a healing roll. This healing stone was rumored to have saved dozens at the Battle of Brigand's Pass. Now, since you found that, Fatimer, you can choose to pocket this. We did roll a Eye of Sauron to find this. If you want to pocket that, or you can present it to the group.
I think Fatimer would show it to the group.
Okay, give me a wisdom roll, Fatimer. Or sorry, not wisdom. Not wisdom. Yeah, this wisdom, like valor and wisdom.
Okay.
Fatimer, you take a point of greed, a point of shadow from greed.
Okay.
That's what the Eye of Sauron means. And that will raise the eye awareness as well. This is an orc artifact, precious to the orcs. Kelemhar War Priest was perhaps an orc, and perhaps he was even an orc at the Battle of the Five Armies. You don't know. But when you find this, it's a precious item. It's a marvelous item, but you do get a sense of well, maybe there's more to be had in here. Who wants to take Kelemhar War Priest's Heartstone? Do we want someone else that's decent at healing besides Craic, in case Craic goes down and needs healing?
I'll take it if no one else wants it, but I'm fine if we want to spread the healing around too.
And I have my
two
famous item and then 2 magical items right now, so I've got quite a few.
Does everyone have at least
items?
2 magical items? Actually,
Does Fatimer have 2 magic items?
so Thranin has the silver skin of Dringol and Thrim's eye. Fatimer has Arachnol, and you have the Book of the Mad Druid. Vidar, you have Dror's Judgment, and the Ring of Keys, and the Chisel of Durin. And let's see, Craic, you've got the Talon of Theradilion, the Bracelets of the Elk, and you've got the Thistlebeard's Herbs. So yeah, whoever wants it, I think they're more than welcome to it.
Well, I have two in healing.
2 in healing. So you might be you might be good at it, and your target number is 16, but with 2 in healing, that might be good for Thranin. Because the worry is that if Craic goes down, even right now, if he takes another wound, he's dying and will be unconscious. He can't heal himself if he's unconscious, so someone else is going to have to be somewhat decent at it. So Thranin, if you want to take that, the Heartstone,
Sure.
you just drag that onto your character sheet.
Actually, could Thranin try to heal me from this poison?
Yes, but the problem, you don't know that the healing didn't work.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So yeah. So tomorrow morning when you wake up and you're like, oh, I feel like shit, then you'll know that probably didn't work. Do we press on? Do you want to rest here for a day, or continue on down the passages? We can go for like another 10 or 15 minutes before we call it a day.
Yeah, I got 3 hit points. Let's go.
If we rest for a day, you will recover just your heart score. So you'll get a little bit. And Vidar is sitting at 1 hit point, so you probably don't want to run into any orcs right now. That could be bad. Although, you find some really, some timid, easy to slay orcs. Let Vidar do all the swinging. Every hit he gets, everyone will get endurance back.
Well, would it count if perhaps we went and found some rats and let Vidar dispatch those with his axe? Would that count as hits that would heal us?
I probably not.
Well, unfortunately,
just
then
hit each other with the axe.
yes, it's
We could
might
sing. We could sing farming songs as we
Old MacDonald.
do that. Yeah, old McVider had an axe.
Well, it might be best if we rest a few days then.
Well, we've got a source of water,
Cover our
albeit bitter.
Wounds.
But the Chamber of Mazarbul's got a very stout door. We could lock the door. We could go back to the King's Hall, but we've made some progress here. Do you want to at least rest for the night here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a full night's rest. So on your sheet, you can do the prolonged rest, and that should lower your wounded. Actually, it doesn't lower your wounds, so make sure. Vidar, I'm on your sheet. I was seeing if it would reduce your wounds. It didn't, so I'm going to knock yours down to 14, and 14 days, and that will put Thranin. And we've got still 3 points if anyone wants to restore hope. That'll put Thranin at 8.
Before we rest for the night, could I just maybe do a scan roll to see if there might be sounds of other orc patrols that might come upon us while we're trying to rest and recover our wounds in this particular chamber?
I think that would be a good idea. In fact, maybe the ones that aren't wounded, maybe Fatimer and Frór can do a little scouting. So it's pretty quiet, which is surprising because Hagrid had a small, squad here of orcs, and this seems to be a much contested place, as well as maybe a semi-religious area with that shrine that you desecrated. But at least the time here passes uneventfully, and it could be because there's daylight streaming in through that little window. and maybe that keeps the orcs at bay, and when night falls, they may come crawling back. And so you use that daylight time to rest, and it seems to go pretty well for you. And as that light begins to dim, that's about the time you get up and begin to move around. Now, Craic, did you do a prolonged rest to recover endurance?
I was about to, but it shouldn't have recovered any, right?
Right. So I'm going to take that 6 off of there because you discover that you are still poisoned. And so I need you to roll a feat die for me. So it's the /r space 1df. Oh, that's bad.
Is that like 12 or something?
You are reduced to 0 endurance. You are knocked out. So this is exactly what we talked about. So you hit 0, you are unconscious, so you can't heal yourself. I'm going to put you at 0. But everyone else, you can see that Craic, he doesn't wake up. He's still alive, but he looks really pale, really poorly. We need someone to heal him.
Imagine I'm shivering and
you look like,
I'll use my
Frodo after Sam finds him after Shelob poisoned.
Right.
I use my new
Dwarven
suppository. Shiny rod. Yeah. So that gives me 2 extra dice.
Yes, or you can spend a point of hope and make it a magical success. It'll automatically succeed.
Yeah, we need him.
Yep.
I'll burn a hope.
Oh, and you got a 2. Oh, okay, this is good. I don't think you made it magical. But you said you were going. So there's a thing you can select to make it a magical one. But you told me you were going to, so that counts as a success. And you got 2 6s. So that's going to remove the DC where that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is actually really, really cool. So you're going to remove the poisoned. You will recover. So you had not received healing for your wound, and you just got a success plus 2 additional. That takes your wounded state off because you had 2 days left, and so now you are no longer wounded. And then you can you'll regain 6 your heart score and points. 6, yeah. And you come up to 6 endurance as you regain consciousness. So well done, Thranin. So not only did you cure the poison, but your healing with that Heartstone recovered all of his wounds. Now, Craic, when you got wounded, you'll have a scar or some sort of damage you can show the ladies. What did you take when you got poisoned by that shot?
I got shot by an arrow, so I imagine it's on my chest, maybe right above my heart. There's like a big old scar or something.
Nice. And that will never heal properly. That will always itch and burn. And forever, that will be a reminder of your time here.
Right.
Let's see, weariness. Is Vidar still weary? Yeah, still weary. And what about, who else is with Thranin at 10? I think you're still weary. Is your load? Yeah, your load's 15. And yeah, because you just barely recovered. Okay, so I think we're back to there. So yeah, waking up, we find, oh geez, he won't wake up, and Thranin, you get down there with that Heartstone, and are you aware that it is perhaps of orc design, or do you think it's Dwarven? What would Thranin think?
He's probably not going to think about it too much.
And how do you use the stone?
He's just going to waggle his fingers at Vidar and go, "Look at me, I'm a priest."
So it's like mesmerism, you get the little magnetic rock and pass it over someone and they magically get better. And maybe there is some magnetite or something in here that is causing those changes in the body. You don't know, or maybe it is just the placebo, and you tell him, look what I can do, and he gets better. But either way, it works, and if it works, it's not silly. It's only silly if it doesn't work. So we're not fully recovered, but at least our wounds are healing. Craic is in a much better position than he was a little bit ago. We can press on, or we can try resting a little bit longer for like another day, and recover a little bit more endurance. But this is a highly trafficked spot, and now that the sun has gone down, there's a good chance we run into people here. What do we choose to do?
I think we got to keep moving.
Probably.
I think that's probably wise. And so as you bid farewell to the 21st Hall and begin to head towards the fortress of Malik One-Eye, you know that if he was strong enough to wield the axe, he must be potent indeed. And who could this brute Uftak be that the orc spoke of? All of these things will have to wait until another time. Let's do some experience. So we all got a point of treasure, and we get some skill points and some adventure points. That should add it on to everyone's score there. Excellent.
Yep.
And any questions before we sign off for the week? All right, next time
No.
we will. There's a good chance we get the axe next time, or die trying.
Right.
Pretty close today. I thought we were going to lose someone, but thankfully we now have another healer in the party, so that will help. But yeah, I think we get the axe next time. I think we've probably got 5 more sessions before the adventure is done. Once we get the axe, we need to try and get the bell, and then report back to Balin, and that's the campaign. So this was fun. I was excited for you guys to see the Chamber of Mazarbul, and for this fight, because I knew it would be a tough fight. Hagrot is he's a mini boss, and he's got a lot of guys with him, so it's a good test for you. And it was challenging. I want you to be challenged. I don't want you to mow stuff over. Again, we think about where we've come. The first time we tried to get into Moria, we got repelled at the door pretty badly, and now we're taking on swarms of orcs and their leaders. So we've definitely come a long way, but the worst is yet to come. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and we've got a game I think in 2 weeks. And then we've got a kind of a change in the schedule. I think we got a game in 2 weeks, and then like 1 week, and then 2 weeks or something. I'll look that over and put something in the Discord just to make sure we're all on schedule. So thanks everybody, and I will see you next time.